Today, I want to share with you 3 strategies supported by scientific research that can help us achieve our goals. So, if you're working towards a goal, stick with me today. Welcome to this corner of the internet dedicated to women. Here, you'll find many videos to boost your self-confidence and help you reach your goals. Subscribe to the Motivation Minds channel. Click the bell so you don't miss any videos. Today, let's talk about goals. It's natural to pause and ask ourselves, what goals do we have? What kind of person do we want to be? It's a beautiful and essential moment to reflect on what we want from our lives. It's always a somewhat magical moment, but then life happens with routines and unexpected events, and then it becomes challenging to stay focused on working towards our goals. This is so true that it has been confirmed by statistics. A study by psychologists has confirmed that nearly 54% of people who set a New Year's resolution at the beginning of the year have already given up on it after 6 months. Perhaps you've also started the year with a goal that you had set for yourself the previous year, only to abandon it at some point. In my role as a trainer, I've found 3 research-backed strategies to help us stay on track. Let's explore them together. Strategy 1. It's quite simple, nothing futuristic, but it works. Write down your goal and write it every day. This strategy comes from evidence by Dr. Matthews of the University of California, US. She found that we have a 42% higher chance of achieving our goals if we write them down. It may seem trivial, but in my life as a trainer and coach, I encounter many people who haven't written down their goals and are not happy because they haven't achieved them. But now that we know, and science tells us, that writing down our goals helps us reach them, we have no more excuses. We can do it. Since discovering this, I've made it a ritual to write my goal every morning, after coffee and before starting work. I write my goal every day, 15 times. This ritual helps me stay focused during the day. There are many decisions to make throughout the day. Do I respond to that email now or later? Do I make this call now or later? Work on this client or that project? These are all decisions I have to make in a day. Some will take me away from my goal, while others will bring me closer, and I have to do my best to stay focused and move towards my goal. So, writing it 15 times every day helps me review and remember why I chose it, why I set it for myself. In other words, it helps me be intentional. You might think I'm a bit strange. That's okay if you do, but if you're working towards a goal that matters to you, try this ritual too. Practice expressing your goal clearly. It must be clear. It must be a challenging yet achievable goal for you. Strategy 2. Schedule the time and place for the activities you need to do to reach your goal. This insight comes from Dr. Grant, a social psychologist who studied the relationship between goal setting and motivation. Dr. Grant found that deciding in advance when and where we will perform the activities needed to achieve our goals can double the likelihood of achieving them. In this case, it's essential to understand the suggestion. Essentially, what Dr. Grant is saying is that we not only need to plan the activities but also decide exactly when and where we will do them. This is because having decided all these details before performing the activities will help us during moments of fatigue, when we may not want to do that thing, when there is an unforeseen event. It's about creating, in some way, an automatism. We have to do that thing, we planned it, and we do it. Let me give you an example. Suppose you want to exercise. Define when and where immediately, whether it's in the park, at the gym, or online with a friend. Whether it's today, tomorrow, or in a week, planning helps us make things happen because otherwise, we risk not deciding and therefore giving up or making a decision that will take us away from our goal. Strategy 3. Update a friend on how things are going with what you're doing to achieve your goal. This strategy is suggested by the American Society of Training and Development. They conducted studies that show we have a 65% greater chance of achieving our goal if we share progress with someone who is there to listen and check how things are going. Sharing with someone works because we are more respectful of the time, energy, and attention someone else is giving us. Yes, it's true. We are more respectful of their time than ours. This is even more true if we are paying a professional. We would never want to waste that money. I hope these 3 strategies help you stay committed and reach your goals. Thank you for liking and following the Motivation Minds channel. Share your story of courage and personal growth. In Motivation Minds channel, you'll find many other women like you. See you in the next video, but in the meantime, remember that you don't have to change. You are always the best.